Hello everyone. Have you ever read an article and thought, wait, what exactly is this person trying to say? That, my friend, is what CELPIP Reading Part 4 is all about. Understanding different viewpoints. Welcome to the part of the test where opinions matters, perspective clash, and your ability to analyze ideas is put to the test. Today we are diving deep into CELPIP Reading Part 4, Reading for Viewpoints. So by the end of this video you will know what this part of the test expects from you, how to approach opinion based articles smartly, how to identify arguments, tone, and values, and how to prepare for it like a pro, even if it's outside your reading comfort zone. So let's do this together. Okay, so let's start with the basics. The title says it all. Reading for viewpoint. Simple, right? So, what does that mean actually? It means you will be reading a non-fiction article that shares opinions, maybe from one author or from multiple authors, on a specific issue. Not facts, but views. Sometimes the writers agree with each other, other times it's a polite intellectual wrestling match. And here, the goal is to understand what the writer is saying and how they are saying it. So you will have 13 minutes video to read and answer questions. Seems tight, right? That's why you need to be sharp and skimming, opinion detection, tone, evidence. Okay? But don't worry, we are gonna break this down step by step. Now, here is something most test takers don't realize. If you only read what's easy or familiar to you, you are setting yourself up for a big challenge on test day. Selpip wants to know, can you understand different styles and unfamiliar topics? So, to prepare for this part of the test, you've got to challenge yourself. So, you have to read topics which you usually skip, like opinion pieces, editorials, essays, about the environment, energy, politics, or social change. For example, I usually read casual blogs and tech news, but for self practice, I would dive into something like on energy transition. Canada should take a matriarchal approach to energy. So that's not my everyday reading, but that's exactly the point. Expose yourself to new vocabulary, formal tone, and different world views. Okay? Now let's see how to practice this effectively. Let's talk strategy. You have an article in front of you. What do? The first step is skim the article first. Okay? Don't read every word. Instead, read the title, subheadings, first and last sentences of each paragraph. Okay? And keep an eye on anything bolded or italicized. You are not reading for detail, you are just scanning to get the gist of the article. So, that is the first step, which is skimming. The second one is identify the main options, the main opinions, the main message, reasons. So once you have got the big picture, you have to go deeper. Ask yourself, what's the writer's main message? Are they supporting something? Are arguing against it? What are their main reasons? All these things you have to ask yourself. And step three, you have to analyze the tone, whether the tone is formal or informal, neutral or passionate. You just need to have a look into that because the writers politely may suggest a change or sometimes they demand it. So, all these clues will help you answer self questions correctly. Got it? Now, let me ask you something. When you see a new word in a tough article, what do? If your answer is like, I skip it or I Google and forget it later, then you're missing a golden opportunity. Here's what you're supposed to do. You have to start a vocabulary notebook. Yeah, old school but super effective. Here's how I'll tell you. Write down the new word. Look it up on a reliable dictionary like Macmillan Online Dictionary or any other reliable online dictionary. You can just look for it. Or if you have a dictionary at home, it would be even more better. If it has three red stars next to it, that means it's a high frequency word. You have to learn it. Then try to rewrite the definition in your own words. Then you can create few sentences using it. Personal ones work best. So whichever is closer for you, which is very practical in nature, that would work better. Now the magic part. You have to use that word 7 times that day in conversations, in text, while talking to yourself. Yes, really. So the goal is to own the word, not just memorize it. Once it's in your speaking and writing, then it's part of your vocabulary. Super easy, right? All right, let's come back to practice questions. So these are some of the practice questions how you'll be getting it during your test day. So basically they'll be giving you that passage or the message and they'll ask you like who wrote it, what is the main message, and it could be like true or false question, their opinion on energy strategy. It's just an example. So, what do indigenous women contribute? Any evidence or research used? What values are promoted? Example like respect or sustainability. What are the values that has been promoted through the conversation or through the message? So these are the examples for the questions, and you have to write down your answer, okay? And don't just say yes or no. You have to explain why. That's how you build your critical reading muscles. Got it? Now, let's go to our last step, engage with the article. Okay, you have to ask yourself, in order to respond to the article, ask yourself, do I really agree with the authors? Why or why not? And what's my personal take on energy, leadership, or indigenous voices? It's these are just examples on energy, leadership, or indigenous voices. It's about the topic what have been given to you. Okay, so even though self won't ask for your opinion, practicing a response trains your mind to analyze viewpoints better and faster. You will start seeing how ideas are built and why writers say what they say. That's advanced reading. Okay? So here is our recap. First, you have to step out of your comfort zone with reading and then skim smart, analyze arguments, and you have to notice the tone. Then you try to build your vocabulary in the right way, how I have explained you. Practice it regularly and then practice comprehension deeply, not just to the surface level. It should have a deeper meaning and you should have a deeper understanding. So think critically and then respond to it. Easy, right? So follow the strategies in order to excel in your self-help reading task. That's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more self-help tips. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.